Um, what made me, or what, made me want to bring this teaching out, man, is because I've been getting a little closer to my family, to my son, and it's when your children come to you and they tell you certain things, that certain things they have experienced in life, and they're not even teenagers yet. And then you start to realize what makes it, funny, I guess, is when you start to realize is that you've been through the same thing when you was a teenager. And, and so you start to realize that also this is a cycle, okay? Because a lot of us wasn't really raised in the truth of the Most High when it comes to keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, so now that we are, and then we have a responsibility to get our children right. So that's pretty much what this lesson is going to be geared around, is the children, and how how we should be raising our kids according to the Bible, not according to what we think or our emotions or whatever. And there's some key things in raising our children that we must understand. So these are what pretty much this lesson is going to be about. And I'm going to be coming out of the King James Bible, and also I'm going to be coming out of the annotated.
Okay, 1 minute. We're just trying to get our moderator right now, for the one who's be chatting with us crazy, putting in crazy messages on the dashboard. You might have to go out of the room too hot. Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. Moderator. All right, we might have to just tweak it. All right, we just began, man.
Hopefully I'm not too loud. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Same breath, but the first scripture we're going to get is Matthew 10 and 34. Matthew 10 and 34.
Okay. Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword.
Peace, but this saying that he didn't come for peace. Okay, let's see what this. Let's dig deeper into what the scripture is saying. Keep going. 35.
Set a man at variance against his father.
You see that? For I've come to set a man at variance against his father.
And the daughter against her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
And the man foe shall be they of his own household.
Because when you really follow Christ, and you really own household, so Christ already knew that this is going to be taking place, because he knew that there's going to be people that's saying that they follow him, and there's going to be also people that's being obedient, that they're showing in their actions through faith that they're following. There's a clear-cut difference. Okay, we keep reading.
And the man foe shall be they of his own household.
Mm-hmm.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
So if you love your father or mother more than Christ, you're not worthy. Keep going.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
You see that? That's it. So, I mean, pretty much we all have a responsibility as mother, whether you're playing the role of a mother, a father, a son, a daughter, to put Christ first. And then everything else will fall in place. That's number one, putting Christ first. Let's get Proverbs 22 and 6.
Proverbs 22 and 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
So this right here, he's telling you, listen, train up your child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
So you see that if you train your child up in wickedness, when he gets older, he's not going to depart from that wickedness. If you train your child up according to the laws and statutes of the Most High and following Christ, when he is old, Most High willing, he won't depart from it. Okay, so this is very important.
Paul.
Come here for a second. Yeah.
Exodus 20:1.
Mm-hmm.
And when the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
So this is how we should be training up our children, teaching them that the Most High comes first. We shouldn't have no other. There should be no other gods before Him. Keep going.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
That's key right there. Read that again, visiting.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
You see that? So that's key right there. It says visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generations. Okay, so this thing is going to be ongoing. This is why we're, pretty much in these curses now, because of our forefathers. Okay, so now we have to know what to do to break that, to break the wickedness that has been passed down from generation to generation. It just becomes a cycle. Okay, keep going.
And showeth mercy unto 1,000 of them that love me, and keep my commandments.
So if you love the Most High, you're going to be keeping His commandments. Keep going.
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy power in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
You see that? Remember the Sabbath day, keep it holy. Go through on.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in the 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and giveth thee.
There's another key right there. Keep going.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his maidservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
So all of these commandments, for the most part, we need to break it down for our children so that they know. Not just read it just as a traditional thing, but to really dig and break down these things so they know what it's talking about here. Like keeping the Sabbath day holy. Okay? Like honoring thy father and thy mother, as we honor the Father. Okay? Next we're going to get Deuteronomy 4 and 5. There's a reason why we must keep these commandments.
Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
So wherever we at, anywhere, we're supposed to be keeping these commandments. Keep going.
Keep therefore and do them.
Do them. That's key.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Read that again.
Keep therefore and do them.
Do them. That means being obedient. Keep going.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
You see that? This is our understanding. This is our wisdom. Not the education that the world places on our people, thinking that we have to get their goals. The first step, this Bible right here is the first step, okay? This is why we're put on this earth, period. Okay, keep going.
For what nation is there so great, who has the Most High so nigh unto them, as the Lord our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgment, so righteous all this law which I set before you this day? Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons.
You see that? Teach them. Our sons and our sons' sons. Okay? This is important. Most of us didn't come up know the law, statutes, and commandments, know that we're supposed to be keeping them. And this is how we, get a relationship with Christ. Now we have a duty to do. Now we have to break the cycle of wickedness. All right? Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 3:11 in the Apocrypha. I'm in the annotated Apocrypha. Three and 11.
His wisdom and instruction are miserable.
You see that? So if you despising wisdom, you despising the laws of the Most High, the commandments. Keep going.
Their hope is vain. Their labors are unprofitable.
So everything you working for in this life is unprofitable. That's your labors. The things that you put in front of Christ and the Most High, that you think is important, trying to make all the money or whatever you're trying to do, whatever your vice is. Okay, keep going.
And their works are useless. Their wives are foolish.
Their wives are foolish.
Their offspring are a curse.
And that's it. You know what I mean? So this is pretty that we are definitely suffering these curses because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, so now we're in these curses. But there's a way that we can get, there's a couple of key things that we have to realize. Let's get Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 25:3.
Sirach 25:3. If you gather nothing in your youth.
You see that? Because if you didn't gather these laws, statutes, and commandments in your youth, right?
How can you find anything in your old age?
How can you find it in your old age? So it has to start from somewhere. Okay, so now that we know that we're supposed to be doing right, if we have children, we're supposed to be teaching our children to do the right thing. Okay, to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? All right, and it starts somewhere. It starts. It don't start like it don't start with the kids doing right. We have to do right first. We have to be an example for our kids. That's pretty much what it boils down to. So let's get 1 Corinthians 11:3 because there's a certain order that and this is key to breaking the cycle.
1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
You see that? The head of man is Christ.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the man.
Christ is the Most High.
Read that again.
And the head of Christ is the Most High.
Start from the top.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
The head of every man is Christ.
And the head of the woman is the man.
You see that? The head of the woman is the man.
And the head of Christ is the Most High.
You see that the head of Christ is the Father.